Wow.
I showed that to show why he's not, why he is getting denied. Okay? I don't understand why people were rooting for Jacob Blake when Jacob Blake was the one who broke into his baby mother's house, sexually assaulted her, stole her car keys, okay, tried to kidnap the kids. The cops came through. He decides to assault the cops. The cops told him to stop. He refused to stop. He had a knife, okay. And then every black person you see is trying, not all, but you had a lot of them trying to defend this man who sexually assaulted his baby mother. And I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Council denies $50K damage claim for injuries in Blake shooting. Federal suit against Shesky continues. Without comment or deliberation, the Kenosha City Council has denied claim for damages from Jacob Blake, the man paralyzed in a police shooting last summer. The council voted 17-0 Monday night, rejecting the claim in which Blake sought damages for medical expenses, lost wages, and pain and suffering and disfigurement. As filed by Chicago-based attorneys March 11 with the Office of the City Clerk's Treasurer. The claim is capped at $50,000 in accordance with state law. Although Blake's legal team at Salvey, Sculch, and Pritchard PC also submitted an itemization of special damages in the amount of $776,614.67 resulting from his injuries. Blake's medical records were also cited in the claim and stemmed from the August 23rd incident in which Kenosha police officer Rusty Shensky fired 7 shots that struck Blake in an effort to subdue him during an arrest as he was entering a SUV at 40th Street and 28th Avenue. The summary indicates that Blake suffered more than a dozen injuries, including gunshot wounds to the abdomen, back, left flank, left chest, and upper extremities, a kidney laceration, a traumatic burst of the lumbar vertebra, pedicle fractures of the lumbar with retained bullet fragments, and lacerated spleen, among others. As a result of the injuries, Blake is a paraplegic. City Administrator John Morrissey said Thursday that the filing of the claim was a formality that could allow Blake to proceed with filing a lawsuit for the damages limited by state law. This is just a claim. I don't know whether they'll file a state lawsuit. Morrissey said Thursday. Maximum for a municipality is $50,000. Earlier this spring, the attorneys for Blake filed a federal civil lawsuit that names Shesky as the sole defendant and is being sued individually because Shesky is an employee of the city police department. The city, through its insurance carrier, is providing his representation in the federal lawsuit, according to Morrissey. In late March, Blake's attorney filed a federal lawsuit that asks for unspecified amounts of compensation for his injuries, as well as substantial sum for punitive damages, attorney fees, and other costs. The legal team handling Blake's case said it will continue with the federal lawsuit, according to the statement issued Thursday by Maurice Mangan, public relations director for the Salvi, Scotch, and Pittsfield PC. The federal civil rights suit is being pursued, and a potential state claim, essentially the same cause of action with caps on damages, would be superfluous of it. We are considering options, the legal team statement reads. The statement stops short of indicating whether they believe Blake would proceed further with municipal claim. Following more than 4 months of investigation review of Blake's shooting, officers involved, including Sheskey, were cleared in January of criminal wrongdoing by Kenosha County District Attorney Michael Gravely. Gravely also did not file criminal charges against Blake. The federal suit filed by Blake's attorney on March 25th alleged Sheskey put the health of onlookers and Blake's children who were inside the SUV he was getting into at risk. The fact of the matter is, if Blake obeyed the commands to stop, you wouldn't be paralyzed and the kids wouldn't be in danger. Matter of fact, if you hadn't broken into your baby mother's home, you wouldn't be in this situation to begin with. If you complied with the officers instead of trying to headlock them and beat them up, you wouldn't be in this predicament. Everybody's forgetting that. Of course, the liberal media doesn't want to care to say that. It also alleges that officer acted with excessive force and reckless indifference by firing at him 7 times. Both federal lawsuit and police account have agreed upon facts, including that Blake was walking away from officers while carrying a knife. Come on now. Trying to get into the car while 2 officers, Sheskey among them, followed with guns drawn. Police have said that Blake did not follow orders, was climbing into the driver's seat of the SUV and quickly twisted toward them while holding a knife. The lawsuit, however, claims that Blake never threatened the officers. It doesn't matter. He did not comply with the commands. You guys cannot, the black people cannot feel sorry for this man. Broke into your baby mother's home, sexually assaulted her. Cops come by. Instead of complying with the cops, you decide to fight them. You put one in a headlock. They tased you. The tasers don't work. They tell you to stop. The cop was probably scared after you saw Blake beat the crap out of one of the officers. And he keeps walking to his SUV. The cops tell you to stop. Why didn't you comply? Blake's shooting triggered several days of protests and riots that resulted in destruction that came with multi-million price tag for the city and county in late August of last year. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. And then you had athletes putting Jacob Blake's name on their football helmet, putting the name of a person that molested his baby mother, and everybody was so caught up, on defending him. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It don't make no sense. Why are you defending this man? This just makes black community look like a damn joke. Being honest, it just does. That's how I see it. But let me know what you think in the comments about this story. Because Blake is lucky he's not being charges pressed against him and put in jail. Let's be real here. Can we be real here? The reason why Blake is in this situation is because of Blake. Jacob Blake is paralyzed because of Jacob Blake. Jacob, again, I'll say it again. He broke into his baby mother's home, put his fingers in her vagina, smelled his fingers, said, "Smells like you've been with other men." She's traumatized. She calls the cops. He has her keys. He tries to take the kids, kidnap the kids. Cops come. He beats up one of the cops, and then he headlocks a cop. Stun guns don't work on him. Cops tell him to stop. He didn't stop. He had a knife in his hand. Cops shot him. What do you think was going to happen? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying here. Yet black people want to defend this dude. Makes no sense. Black community has to look at the facts and then decide whether you're going to defend this person, on this black person, or not, based on the facts, not because of the color of his skin, based on the damn facts. Call me a coon, I don't care. I believe in facts and evidence, not because you're the color of my skin. I have to defend you. Well, tell me what you think about this. Like, share, comment, and subscribe later.